Hello everybody, I am here going live tonight getting these signatures ready. Well, the inside cover, we got to do the inside part first. So what I like to use for the inside part, this is my bag of fabric. I hope that it doesn't get any bigger than this. I know that I have a lot to go through. Let me show you some of my favorite fabrics though. I can't wait to use these cherry prints. Super cute, the cherry print. Oh, I can't wait to use this one. Isn't that beautiful? This could also be a Jane Austen or just something for Valentine's or something. It's just beautiful. And I like to get some contrasting colors also. And I had to get the blue cherry print too. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I had to get some. And then the other ones are pretty much neutral or Christmas. So, but for the inside fabric, I like to use, I've tried different cottons, and what I have found that I like for the inside covers is actually this material that's almost like, I don't even know what material this is. It's just super thick, almost like canvas, but it's not exactly canvas. But I really like to use that. I have it in several colors, but I think in this instance, this beige will work. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. My bag away. Thank you everybody for joining me. And we're going to do the same process as we did yesterday, basically. We are going to cut the fabric, do the heat and bond process on it, and glue it down to the signature. So it's going to be smaller than this. So let me see. I like to cut it bigger and then it'll go smaller. I'm just never sure. I don't want to have too little material, you know. It's always kind of a fear of mine, is not having enough material. It's good to have more. That way you can just cut away. So, okay, let's see. Let's get this cut out. Oop, I don't want to cut the plastic I'm working on. And it's okay if it's not straight. I'm going to try and cut it with my rotary cutter. We'll see if it works. It didn't want to work yesterday, but we'll see if it wants to play today. Should probably make that a little bit smoother. I am by no means a perfectionist. Not at all. Okay. So now I have this piece of fabric. And I want to make sure that I don't cut too little or too much. For now, that'll work. Let me cut it along this crease, though. Oh, that crease looks crooked. I just don't want to have too much jagged edges. I'm trying to smooth it out a little bit before I get started. Okay. So this is going to go on the inside, and this is the piece that I sew my signatures on. And, oops, I went away from the screen. This is the material that I will use to sew my signatures into, and then I will glue this down onto this. So it is going to be a little bit of a process, and actually I'm going to use that same material to iron on, because it's fabric. So that should work from not warping my plastic underneath. And we are going to use more heat and bond. Find my roll. Here it is, my heat and bond. And if you're following me tonight for the first time, or you're following this series along for the first time, this particular style of junk journal cover that I made is inspired by Zoe Tofield. She did the tutorial on this way to make the journal, and also with the heat and bond anyways. And it just has been working for me, so I've been just doing it over and over and over again. And make sure that the fabric is in there, so that way I know what to cut. Let's see. So, okay, if it's a little bit too much. We'll worry about that later. It's all too much, so it's okay. Okay. So I got my little heat and bond here. And we are going to basically combine these two materials together so that they stiffen each other up, basically. Okay. It's a little bit too big for this, but that's better than it being too small, right? Yes. Yep, it's way too big, so that's okay. That is what I want. So, let me get my iron. And actually, now that I remember, let's see, what is this going to? I think that's my sewing machine. Is it? Let me see. Turn on my sewing machine so I know what plug I can unplug. Okay, that I can unplug. Okay. So I got my iron on. And actually, let me get my t-shirt that I used yesterday. Where did I put it? Dang, where did I put that shirt? There's a whole shirt. Oh, wait, I put it behind the chair. Of course. I forgot because there is excess glue. And I guess I don't care about this shirt anymore because I'm going to basically put glue on it. You could be awesome and like cut it to size, but it's not easy. This iron gets really hot really fast. It's awesome. And I will leave a link down below to Zoe Tofield's video for this. Like I said, this is definitely not my method. And this is not exactly a tutorial. Her videos are the best tutorial on this method. So do check her out. I'm trying to get all the edges here. Make sure it bonds well. Now let's check on it. Like I said, I just basically melted this glue, this excess glue on my shirt. But I don't care about this shirt, so that's fine. Okay. Ooh, it's hot. Hot, 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 hot. So now that's perfect. Now I have to have a piece of tissue paper. A piece of tissue paper to put behind this piece. I don't know the science of it, but for some reason it works. Ask Zoe why it works. I don't know. I'm going to cut this off, the excess heat and bond paper, just so I can get a more accurate piece of tissue paper. Either way, we'll have excess and we'll be cutting it. It's okay. It's way too big as it is. So it's fine if we keep cutting. Okay, thank you everybody for joining me. I don't know. I don't see anybody's chat, which is weird. It says it's on, but I don't see anybody chatting. Okay, so now we do the tissue paper part. Let me cut that. If anybody's there, you could say hi. I'll see if I can see the chat, but so far I don't see the chat. Oop, oop, oop. I moved it. Let me put my water on it so it doesn't move. I learned that on Project Runway. Let's see. Use it kind of as a weight. Okay. There we go. Okay. Got this tissue paper. Put that away. And now we are going to reveal this part that got glued to the back. And so now you can see that the back of this is like shiny, like plastic. And now we're going to put the tissue paper on the shiny plastic side. And again, I don't know why this works, but it does. I cannot really explain it. You'd have to ask Zoe why it works, but it does. Okay, let's get that there. And now we are, and I forgot to, no, I did have the light on, it's on. Okay, so now we're gluing, basically. We're melting that glue again. And we're getting it on the tissue paper so that it melts together with the tissue paper. And this basically turns everything into a, like a thick paper almost. Oh, it's hot. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Maybe that's why the cutter wasn't working yesterday, because the piece was hot, maybe? I don't remember it being hot, though. Okay, so we are done with the iron. Yeah, we're done with this part. Just double checking. Okay. So we're done with the ironing. Let me get my iron off because I'm going to burn myself for sure. I don't trust myself at all. Okay. And then we need to put the shirt away. Oop, and this fabric too. Okay, so now we have this piece here. And I'm going to let it cool down a little bit more before I try and cut it. Because I don't know if that was my problem earlier. I mean, yesterday, my cutter wasn't cutting this like it normally would. Next, I got to find out what size I got to cut this to. That's the next part. Hey, Foxy. Oh, hey, Brenda. Okay, I can see the chat then. Good. I was freaking out. Okay. So, we have this piece. And this is why I say it's okay for it to be bigger. Because as I was going, I trimmed it down and trimmed it down. And kept trimming it. So, I have enough space to work with. Now, this fabric has to be smaller than this junk journal because I want a little bit of the edge to show around. So I got to figure out what size to make it. I usually make these 8.5 by 11. Let's see. Yeah, 8.5. No, not by 11. By, well, each piece is 8.5 by 6 inches. Almost. 8.5, right? Yep. 8.5 by 6. So everything else has to be smaller than that. 8.5 by 6. Oh wait, no. 8.5 by almost 14. Yep. Okay, so it has to be smaller than that. Let me get my cutter and hopefully we can get some good clean cuts on this. Oh, you know what I think I used last time? Cardstock. That's why it didn't work. I think that's what happened last time. I think I used some sort of paper underneath to cut it. And that's why I cut it. So let's see. That might have been the issue now that I think about it. Of course. Of course. I just want a nice clean cut. Even cut. Yep, that was my problem yesterday, you guys. Duh. I used a piece of cardstock behind it so that I could cut it evenly. Of course. That's what happened. I was like, I know that I did this last time. Why isn't this working? I was so sad. Good. I'm not silly. Oh my gosh. Okay. I knew at one point this worked. I'm going to have to lint roll this material. It is catching a lot of stuff. Okay, this might be the hard part. Oh no, it wasn't hard because I folded it down the middle. That's what I did. I folded it down the middle. Make sure it's even. And my handy dandy fancy new bone folder. I'm going to fold this down the middle. That way we know that these sides are going to be even. Ooh, okay, that's what's wrong. Okay. It's not me. It's not just me. I should actually be cutting this to size, but I'm just trying to make everything even so that I can get it to size. Actually, let me get the blade on this side and bring it down towards me because that's better. And this is my Precision Fiskars rotary cutter that I'm back in love with now that it's working because I used the cardstock behind it. Whew. Too bad I didn't have this yesterday, but that's okay. We'll live. We will live. Okay. Oh, it's not exactly even, I guess. I'll try and make it even. It's supposed to be this way, and it's supposed to come towards me. That's the best way. Okay, and let me make this even, because it's not exactly even, but we want to make it even. Okay, so this should still be bigger. Yeah, it's still, oh wait, it's good enough in length. It's good enough in length, but I need to cut it down shorter. Just a little bit shorter. Let me get my marker, my pen, so I can mark it where I want it. Like I said, I don't do measurements. I'm terrible. I want to, and then I just forget. It's like how I am with cooking, you know? I don't really write down my ingredients. It's terrible for people that want to learn how to cook what I cook. Okay, so let's do this part. So that way we have the perfect cut for this awesome material here. And I got this material from Joann's. It was in their like pieces of, hey Wilma, it was in their like pieces stash. Like it was just odd ends, pieces. You know what? I don't think I want to add pockets to this. Well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. It's already going to be pretty decorated. Should I put pockets? It's not that much trouble, and I didn't actually make extra. Oh, I should have made, I could make the pockets this red material so that they go together. All right, I'm crazy. I'm going to do it. Okay. Now I need my iron again. I forgot I wanted to make pockets, then I didn't want to make pockets, now I want to make pockets. So we're going to make pockets, y'all. And where's my material that I used yesterday? The red fabric. Well, here's it. What did I do with it? I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hey, Joanne. Hi, all. Watching before I wake up. The boys for school. Greetings from Europe. Very cool. Thank you for joining me, Joanne. I am just here to have a little bit of fun. I can only do so much crafting, though. You know, you need a break after a while. And that's how I am, and that's why these episodes are an hour long. That's how much attention I can hold. Okay, so this is a perfect size for 2 pockets. They're not going to be very wide, but that's good enough for 2 pockets right there. We'll just use that spare piece. Okay, so I gotta prep this again with the backing on it. So let's see. Where's my t-shirt? It's behind me. Like it was last time. Okay, so I got this t-shirt and let me, I'll get my iron in a second. It heats up pretty fast and I'm gonna burn myself. I will burn myself if I have it on next to me. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Let's do this. And again, I cut it too big, but that's okay. That way it's enough at least. Enough. Okay, pull this down a little bit. Okay, we're good. There we go. Okay, let me just cut this little piece off there, and then I'll be happy with that. And we can go ahead and iron. Oh, wait, let me get the piece of tissue paper, actually. Again, I just don't trust myself with an iron around trying to work around it. I just don't trust myself. Actually, get this on here. And that on the tissue paper. There we go. And again, I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I will be going live every night at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Working on the rest of this journal. Hey, Chronic Crafter. Thanks for joining me. Keep lurking, girl. Keep lurking. You're good. Okay, perfect. So I got these 3 pieces that I'm going to put together. Fabric, heat and bond, and tissue paper. So, first, you do the heat and bond. And shiny side to the fabric. And let me get my iron. This baby heats up really fast, so there won't be much delay. But I am actually super excited for this journal. I'm going to be using some of the pages that I made on the Craft With Me Franken Christmas pages. These are the ones I'm going to be using in my journal. And if you guys are interested, I do have a free set of these that I scanned for you guys to download and print. And you guys can work with these on your own. And of course, they coordinate with my Christmas Jane Austen journal kit. So you guys can use those for your journals as well, future journals. And if you guys wanted to get my Jane Austen Christmas journal kit, it is over at my shop at TsunamiRose.net. And right now I am having a 50% off sale, your $50 order. So you end up paying $25. Just add $50 worth of stuff to your cart. And the discount will automatically apply. That's at TsunamiRose.net, my new private Etsy store. I do appreciate your guys' support with crafting along with me and using my journal kits in your journals. Definitely appreciate all that. And again, thank you guys for subscribing and watching my episode here. Let's make sure this is good. Blech. It's going to get glue on your shirt, but I hope you don't care about that shirt. Okay. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Somebody was like, let it cool down. I know. I know, but it's like pizza, you know, you just want to grab it and start work. Doesn't matter if it's too hot. It's worth it. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Okay, here we go. And now we're going to do the tissue paper. We're going to go ahead and peel this part back. Come on. Come on. Okay. There's that little edge. Now we got this shiny material here. And on that shiny material, we are going to put this tissue paper on top. Just like that. And we're going to iron that tissue paper on. Perfect. Oop. The edges, everything. Okay. Now immediately turning off this hot iron next to me before I hurt myself. Okay. So now we have this piece here. Ugh. And it's glued onto the shirt. It's okay. It's okay. We don't care about the shirt. Don't worry about the shirt. Okay, so now we have this nice material with this nice backing on it. I don't know why that bubbled up right there. Why did that bubble up? Maybe that needs more heat. Hang on. Hang on. I'm going to use the residual heat on the iron over here because I don't know why it kind of bubbled up. Now it's gone. Maybe just needed a little bit more. A little bit more attention. Seems to be okay now. So, let's cut this. Now, we have to measure. These are going to be the pockets. Hard to imagine, I know. But these are going to be the pockets inside my junk journal cover. I got to be extra like that. Okay. And this step is just because my OCD tells me to cut these edges off before I keep going. Okay. Okay, forget about the shirt. Okay, so now we have this. And this has to be exactly this size now. So we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and we will just mark it. And mark it where it's supposed to be. Get my cutter back out, my piece of cardstock back out. Put this bad boy out here. Out here. Okay. So now, I need to cut this to this size and get my blade on that side. Alright, this is totally an uneven piece. Okay, wait, let me get it even first. That is going to bother me. Slightly too short, but okay. That should be okay. Come on, nice and straight now. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now this, we have to cut down to this. Oop, did I cut that part off? Wow, you guys, I just managed to cut off the part where I marked. Of course. I just want to laugh right now because that's the funniest thing in the world. Okay. So now let me mark this again. Just happens, I guess, to me. So now we're going to go ahead and cut this part here. Oof. That's why you bring it from back to front. I messed that one up. Good thing we have room to play with. Let's do that again. Just slight room to play with. It's okay if errors happen, we can fix it. There we go. That's what I wanted. It has to be from back forward. Dang. It has to be. So now let me remeasure this again to make sure I'm good. And that's why I cut things too big. So I have a chance to redeem myself should I need to, because I usually do. I usually do. There we go. Now that's perfect. Let's do this part here. And then we'll split it in half, and that'll be our pockets. Right from back to front. Okay. Let's get this. Oh, this cardstock will come over. Okay. Okay, perfect. Out with the finger. Okay. Here we go. Thank you. Thanks for your support. I appreciate it. The encouraging words. Now we're folding that in half. That's going to be our 2 pockets. Me too. That's real crafter showing how to overcome. You know, I'm trying. Let's see if I can cut it this way. Or maybe that might be a mistake. I don't know. I don't know at this point. Let's see. Ooh, I kind of cut that jagged. I don't know why. Not cool. Oh, maybe because it wasn't at the fold. Gotta keep trucking. The pockets would be slightly bigger than this because I'm going to add lace. So I'm going to keep adding stuff on. That's why it takes me so long to finish a journal. Because I just keep like adding ideas and ideas. And more embellishments than you can shake a stick at. Okay, let's get this over here. Make sure we're all on the same mark. Whew. Okay. I just gotta make this one not jagged. And it doesn't matter what size it is because I don't know if anybody's gonna look at it that closely to be like, oh, this pocket's slightly bigger than this pocket. I don't know, they might. If you do, then maybe in that case, don't buy this journal. Yeah, this is art. You know, the art of junk journaling is imperfect. So my junk journal may be imperfect. Just slightly. Just slightly. At some parts. Okay, here we go. Okay. See, it's just slightly smaller. But I think I could live with that. I think my conscience will be okay. Okay. So now we have all the components to make. These pockets here. I do have to wind up my bobbin though, because I didn't have enough time to do that before, but I do now. Drink some water. I try and just, you know, art's not perfect, so it's okay. It's okay. I'll just breathe, and if I don't have the exact color that I need, then I don't have the exact color that I need. I'll just move on, work with what I got, and it'll still look just as good. Just as good. Let me get another bobbin out of my stash. An empty bobbin. I need an empty bobbin. Here's an empty bobbin. And we need to line this up. Maybe I need to watch a video on how to do this. Maybe I do this wrong. I don't know, but my sewing machine was skipping a lot of stitches yesterday, and I was really upset. But like I said, it's a junk journal, so it's okay if it's not perfect. I think I'm supposed to bring the string through the hole, but I'm never good at that. So I don't know if this messes it up. I don't know. 1 second. I just gotta do this bobbin, rewind real quick. Action. I know it's a lot of action right now. One moment. Okay, now we'll see if my sewing machine wants to behave today and work properly for me. I think I might do a test stitch just to make sure that it works. Let me rethread this, and I will switch over the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just one moment. One momento. Come on. Oh man, this needle and thread situation. Jeez, come out. Come on. Okay. Nope, it didn't go in. Oh my god. This is the worst. Woo, woo, it went slightly through. Slightly through. Okay, here we go. Woo. Okay. You know what? I should have changed the needle. That's what somebody suggested. I should probably do that. It's not a bad idea. Let me just get a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to test the stitches. But let me get you at a good angle so you can see me. So we're going down. More than that. Ow, ow, my finger. Oh. Okay, and then we're going to turn the camera. Turn the camera there so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Right there is the best angle I'm going to get. Try and get it in focus. Okay, let me see how this is going to work here. Oh, why does this have this stuff here? What is that stuff? Gross. It's a card. I don't know what that was. Dust? I don't know. And now I'm just trying to stitch on this piece of cardstock just to make sure that my sewing machine works, because it was not working yesterday. So frustrating. So I'm just trying some stitches. It might have just been the bobbin because it's working fine now. See? Did everything just fine, so it might just have been the bobbin. Weird, you guys. Okay, so I have this Let me bring it back. I have this piece of fabric that I'm going to work on. This is my signature. And I'm going to add these as pockets. I'm just going to sew here, and sew here, and then all the way around. And the first step is I'm going to sew some lace to the inside of these. And I'll probably use the same lace that I used on the outside cover. So let me go get some pieces of that. Oh, wait, I have it right next to me. I was going to leave, but I don't want to. Okay. So here's my lace that I'm working with. And somebody asked me where I got it, but I don't remember. Someone might have gifted it to me. I don't recall. I always just feel like I just get stuff from the sky, but I know that's not how it works. Okay, try to cut that a little bit even. It didn't really work. That's good to there. Let me just cut this off here. Okay. Now I need another piece this size. So I'm getting 2 pieces out here. Like that. And like this and like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to stitch this onto here. Just not too much, not too little. Just the right amount somehow. Okay. Let me sew this first before I start cutting more on it. Okay. So I'm going to use the number 4 stitch. Oh, if you guys don't know, this is my sewing machine. It's the Brothers Project Runway CE1125 PRW. It's the gold edition. I don't know if they have a new one. They come up with a new one like every 6 months. So I don't know if it's new still. But when I bought it, it was kind of new. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that I know where my fabric is sitting at. So my fabric is sitting at the number 2. So I need to know that it's always going to be at the number 2, even for my next pocket. And I know that my lace is going to be flush with this middle line right here. So that way I know it's always going to be at the same place. So here we go. I'm going to sew down just, I don't know why I picked this part, but that's where I picked. Okay, here we go. Okay. It skipped a couple steps, a couple stitches, literally 3 stitches. If you can see that it's skipped it right there. So the problem that I had yesterday might have been the bobbin, and I think somebody suggested that. So hey, points to you. She said, I can't remember her name, but she said that she was like, she worked on sewing machines for like 20 years or something. Good tip. I will change the needle next, so we'll see if that helps. I don't know. I don't think it's been very long since I put in a new needle. But I always put on a new bobbin, and I can't say I always do it right, to be honest with you. Okay, so now that I know exactly where it's going to sit, now I can cut it. It does need to be straight somewhat. Okay, so now let's sew down this side right here. I'm just going to try and get these edges down. Doesn't look noticeable. Yeah, luckily, yesterday I was having way more problems. Way more problems. Just everything was going wrong yesterday with the sewing machine and my cutter. Like, wow. But you know what? Sometimes it be like that. Okay. Yes, thank you, Foxy. does add to the charm. Okay, one more line down here, just because I want to. It looks like it skipped a couple of them there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder why. Maybe it's the needle. It looks like it's getting worse and worse. Worse and worse. But that happens. It happens. I don't know. I don't even have any comment. No comment. Yes, it's not made by a machine. It's getting worse. I don't even know why. Maybe the tension is too... I don't even know. It might be the needle now. Something's playing a cruel joke on me. Okay. Here's our next piece. I'm just going to keep going. Just going to keep trucking. I'm going to keep the fabric at number 2. And we're going to keep the lace flush against this middle side. So that way we know where we're going. Okay, here we go. So flush on 2, flush up against that. Here we go. I appreciate it though, I appreciate it. I need the encouragement right now. I don't know why this is not working exactly. It's working even less now. What is wrong with this? At least I guess it matches the front. At least we got that consistency of inconsistencies in this journal. Yeah, that got even worse when I put it on 4. That like did even less. Maybe 2. I don't know. I'm just working with the tensions. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it is a little nerve-wracking, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie. If I mess it up, I'll just fix it tomorrow. It's okay. Not every junk journal is a success, and I know that is true. Very true. Because I have a pile of them that are messed up. But it's okay. It's okay. Nope, that's not working either. Wow. This is by no means a sewing. This is by no means a sewing tutorial here, or a sewing machine maintenance. Because look at this. Look at this. I'm just gonna say that was all on purpose. It's what you call, you know, rustic. Very rustic. Okay. It's just not grabbing at the bobbin. I'm gonna have to get a new sewing machine. No, not a new sewing machine, a new needle. That's what I'll do next. So I just don't understand. That might be the needle. I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so now we got these 2 pieces. Very crudely sewed together. Very crudely sewed together. But they're there. They're working it. They're working it. They're making it work. Okay. Let's get these little edges off. I like a little bit of string. I don't like too much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of rustic. Okay. So here's my 2 pockets. And first I'm actually going to change this needle because that might be, I don't know, that might be it. I don't know. Let me go ahead and change the needle. It's my universal. Yes. Okay. Gotta do a little bit of maintenance. Gotta bust out the toolkit. Let's see if this is the problem. It's tool time, y'all. Okay. And we're going to release the needle. I should probably do a cleaning on this too. It does get pretty dusty. I'm just trying to look and see if it's like broken or something, but I guess I've never had a broken needle to know what it would look like. Lucky me. That sounds so scary. So we're going to bust out a new needle here. And this is just some, I got these from Walmart. Might be the problem. Schweetz Universal. Maybe I should get some brother specifics. See? Universal. Okay. Where did I put that needle? Here it is. Now the color side should be facing me. I'm not mistaken. Just gotta get a feel for how it fits. There we go. That's how it fits. And let me get this little key out again. And then we gotta tighten it. There we go. Okay. Little tiny tools, little tiny pieces. Okay. Had to do a little maintenance. We're going to test her out, make sure it works on cardstock first. I don't know if that's the problem. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. I am not an expert. I am not here to answer your sewing machine questions. I am just as confused myself. Let me make sure this tail is back. And then this is back. Why is it so tight, though? It's so tight on there. It's so weird. I don't know why it's so tight. You know, because usually you can... But, like, this is... No, I think... No, I put it in wrong. It's in there incorrectly. I don't know what I did. I am really not sure what I did, but it just made a big old mess here. Let's see. Let's try it again. Okay. There we go. That was a lot smoother. I know this thing has an auto threading function, but I don't know how to do it. Okay. So now we are going to sew this all together. Get my pocket on. Just got to make sure these two pieces of fabric are right on top of each other, right at the perfect little point. Not stressful at all. Nope, not stressful one bit. Oh, and I said I was going to try this on my cardstock, and here I go. Here I go. It might have been the needle, you guys, because this looks freaking perfect. That's amazing. It did all the stitches. I don't know. It was the needle. I'm calling it. I'm happy I was able to fix that. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to get my other pocket. I'm going to put it in place now. So that way when I come across it, it's in the right spot. Again, not stressful at all. There we go. Trying to get into action here. Let me get the sewing machine in shot. Okay. Again, making sure this is flush. Okay. Here we go. Okay, again, gonna make double sure again, triple check, here we go. turning it. And again, checking that it's good and flush. Here we go. Okay. And we do this last line and we're set. We're set for the pockets. Hey, happy Scrappy 45. Nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Let me cut off a little bit of this lace here. Apparently I didn't do it earlier. Okay. Here we go. Okay, you guys, that went well. That went super duper well. Look at that. Look at that stitch. I didn't miss a single stitch that time. Look at that. Woo! Looks much better than I did over here. So here we have the inside cover now. You've seen how we prepped it. And now it is lovely. It's going to make a nice contrast on the inside. The pockets that match the outside. I can't wait. And we are going to go ahead and see how much of the signature prepping we can do. I think I'm just going to have enough time to fold everything in half. Maybe pick out my signatures and pick everything in half, and then I can do the rest tomorrow. Because I still have to add lace to some of these. I might do that tomorrow, actually. I can add lace and pick out my signature. And then I'll show you guys how I sew it up tomorrow. Let me see. Oh, it seems like everybody just got here. Let me put my camera up high so we can see what's on my table. I will get back to sewing because I have to add lace to every page, but don't know if you guys want to be here for that part. I'm kind of boring. So that's my inside cover. Oops. The camera set up for that. Okay. So this is my inside cover. I got the awesome pockets like that. Legit pocket. And this side, of course, is another pocket. Hey, girl. Hey, Monique. How are you? Okay. So if you're just joining me, I'm going to be using these pages here from my, I did these live, the Christmas, Jane Austen Christmas Franken pages. I did these live. These are I'm gonna use for my junk journal. And then these ones I'm going to be using, actually I'm not gonna be using because these are too big. So I did put these up for you guys to download. They're on my website at TsunamiRose.net. You guys can check them out there in the blog section, and you guys can download them and print them out and use them for your journals if they, suit your theme. And we're actually going to be using the pages from some of my junk journal kits. These are some of the Christmas ephemera sets. And then, of course, we're going to be, and then on some of them I printed out some of my other kits, double-sided. So that's some of the black and white images that you guys saw in my last new Printables video. We're going to be using, of course, the Christmas Jane Austen set. You going to bed? Okay. And some more of the ephemera sets, among other things that I will be including in the signatures. I do have to keep it to about 15 pages per signature. That way it's easier for the sewing machine to sew. I've tried to push it, and if it's more than 15 pages, it's too much. Of course, I do try and push it. Of course. So here we're going to have 3 pages each of these. If that's not too much, I'm not sure yet. And we're going to have 3 pages each of the journal from the kit, the journal pages from the kit. So that's 2, 3, and then another 3. Oh, I forgot I was going to mix them up. Just going to have some of each kit because I do have the same pages that are in with the backgrounds, and then I have some of the kit that is lined. So you guys can alternate those. That's what I'm doing. So now that's 6 pages each. So here's 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. And let's go and pick up some other things to add. I am going to bring over some of my awesome things that I like to add to journals. That's what this thing is. So I could add a couple white doilies. I might look pretty, a couple. I'm going to get maybe one in black and then one of the white ones. Yep, let's do that. And 2 white ones. Let's see. 1 and 2. Okay, and then let's see, here's some envelopes. Do I want to add envelopes? No, not envelopes. I will add glassine pockets to each one. So that's 10 pages now. We will add, I love to add these time cards. So that's 11 pages now. And let's see what else I have. Oh, here's this. Book pages. 11 pages. Ooh, I have some, looks like some, what is this? Oh, it says zip codes. So that must be from the maps. So I don't know if I have another one of those. Do I have another one? No, I don't. I don't have another one. Okay, I don't have another one. Ooh, you know what I do have is these ephemera pieces I could add. 11, 12, 12, 13. What else should I add? 13. Do this paper. 14. And one more thing I could add. What should I add? One more thing. Glossy bags? No. Nope. Checkbooks are too narrow. I guess we could add these tags. No, they're too short. They're too short. Let's see. Okay, one more thing we gotta add. We'll add some more ephemera. Actually, I'm gonna add these last 2 Christmas pages, so that'll work. That's how I pick them out. Just like that. So, now we got our pages that we're gonna use, all this stuff here. We gotta fold it all in half, of course. That's gonna be the fun part. So now you see how I've picked out the stuff in my signatures. It's gonna have 15 pages each. You guys can join me tomorrow. I'm gonna fold these in half and get the lace sewed on because that's kind of a boring part. It's so many pages. And I'm gonna add a lot of lace. So tomorrow I'll have that done and we'll be ready to sew our signature into the cover. So I do appreciate you guys being here tonight for my crafting hour. And you hear my cat playing with the bottle cap. He says hi. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I will be here tomorrow, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do appreciate you guys checking out my store, TsunamiRose.net, and subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up if you guys learned something new. if you learn that when you make a mistake with if you learn that if your sewing machine makes mistakes, you need to change out your bobbin and change out your needle. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow.